Hello, my name's Matthew Brunk, and I'm doing evaluating Mr. Grimm on his second lesson throughout the rubric that was provided. I'm going through number 1 in instructional implementation, and on this lesson, he received a 5. I think he did really good. He allows time for the majority of the lesson. He does the transitions very well. The only reason I thought the right at the first of the lesson, and that's the only reason he got a 5, is because the explanation of the topic could have been more in depth. Number 2, he received a 6, provides for higher learning skills. He did a wonderful job at taking this lesson, which could be considered, any lesson can be boring, but he made it very interesting, and he provided the student with a engaging activity and engaging lesson that meets the interests of the students. And that's the same thing with number 3. He received a 6 because he related the students' interest to the Skillet concert that he might go to. And I think that's so good. That's just really, when you're retaining information, if you can relate it to the students' interest, that's so important. Number 4 received a 6. Obviously, he's keeping the students on task. He's keeping the individual student that he's working with on task because he's actively engaging with that student. Again, on number 5, he did a really good job. Number 6, he demonstrated excellent understanding that creates good learning environments. He has a great classroom learning environment for all his students, and providing that one-on-one training is really beneficial for that student. And on that same one, number 5, the student is actively involved in the lesson. It's not just a lecture. Mr. Grimm does a great job. Yes, he's explaining the information, he's redirecting, but he's also, he's not just sitting there lecturing, and he's actually letting the student talk, letting the student reflect through the answers, and he's letting the student do most of the talking, and I think that's really good. Enhanced communications, he does a great job. The explanations were written and spoken clearly. His expectations were communicated to the student. He did a very good job on that one. Number 7, the assessments. He got a 6, demonstrates ability to adjust instruction as needed based on the student monitoring. So as the student was answering, Mr. Grimm was able to redirect and really either redirect him back to what the lesson was, or he was able to redirect in a direction that related to the student and his interests, and was able to do that very effectively. And of course, he gives great support to the classroom, the other students, and the student that he was working with one-on-one. So he received a 6 on that one as well. And overall, both lessons were excellent. He did a wonderful job, and you can tell he put the time and effort into it, and he just did a really good job. That's it. Thank you.